Hi Nova students, this is Andrea Moak, your instructor for your Introduction to Communication class. Just wanted to make a quick video to check in with you on week 2 to make sure that we're all on the right track and that we're moving forward and that we feel confident in how to achieve the expectations for this class. So a couple of things that I want to go over. I think you're doing a great job in the discussion boards, and as you will see, the discussion boards are going to be a weekly part of our activities. So it's really important that you get started on those in the beginning of the week or as close to the beginning of the week as possible. Of course, I want you to read your text readings first before you get involved in those discussions, but I do want you to focus on getting those in at the beginning of the week, especially before Wednesday. Wednesday is the due date for those initial postings. So you do need to have your initial post to the discussion questions in by Wednesday in order for them to not be counted late and have points deducted from your score. So don't lose unnecessary points. Get those initial discussion posts in by Wednesday. And the reason for that is because we want to give our classmates ample opportunity to read through the discussion post and post responses to their peers. So you want your peers to have time to go through and see your post and other classmates' posts and then post their responses to those. So let's make sure that we get those initial discussion posts in by Wednesday each week. Now you also have self-check quizzes. Sometimes I'm asked, should I really complete these self-check quizzes? My answer is yes. My answer is also to take notes on those self-check quizzes because there's a good chance that you might see some of those questions or similar questions on an exam. So yes, take those self-check quizzes and take them seriously and take notes. And you won't be able to go back into them after you've completed them. So take some notes along the way, especially if there's some things that you might be struggling with while you take the quizzes. The other thing that I want to mention is to be sure that you understand that you're checking the course calendar on a weekly basis because some of our units don't necessarily correspond with the week. So while we are covering Unit 1 in Week 1 and Unit 2 in Week 2 and Unit 3 in Week 3, moving forward, there will be some units that we cover over the course of a couple of weeks. So I don't want you to be confused by that. With that, I'm going to conclude this video. Just wanted to get those few little reminders out there, get a little face-to-face interaction since this is a communication course. You're all off to a great and strong start, so I want you to keep that momentum up as we move forward. Remember, if you have a question, ask it in the Ask Your Instructor discussion board thread. That's a great place to ask questions because other students might have the same question, and by posting it in that forum, I can answer a question for multiple people possibly that have the same question. It's also a great place to post questions because your peers might actually be able to answer that question even before I get to it because unfortunately I can't be online 24/7. So they may see the question and be able to answer it for you even quicker. Of course, if a question is private in nature, feel free to email me. If it has to do with gradings or something that you want to discuss privately, feel free to shoot me an email. With that, let's get going and back to week 2.